Hey, hello everyone, and this is Dr. Chashna Rathod, pediatric orthopedic surgeon from Mumbai. And today, this information video is regarding flat feet in children. And I understand that parents have concerns about flat feet amongst their kids. And recently, during this extra family time during the pandemic, many parents have contacted me and done video consultations for their kids with flat feet. So flat feet, commonly known as pes planus in the medical terminology, is quite a common entity amongst kids, and we see that almost most of the kids have flat arch till age 6 to 7 years of age. And this is present because of the subcutaneous fat or the baby fat, which makes the feet look flat. And secondly, the kids have ligamentous laxity, which gives them an appearance of a flat arch again. Also, not to forget that flat feet has a very high genetic predisposition. So if one of the parent has flat feet, then it's quite common that the child might also get a flat feet. So basically, flat feet are of two types. One is the flexible flat feet and other is the rigid flat feet. So the flexible flat feet is the one when the child is in the sitting position, the arch might be visible, but as soon as the child weight bears or stands, the arch tends to disappear. So the flexible flat feet is not much of a concern. What is concerned here is more of the rigid flat feet, and there could be different reasons for rigid flat feet and also which we call as pathological flat feet. There could be some syndromes like Down syndrome, Ehlers-Danlos syndromes and other which give rise to flat feet. And there could be neuromuscular causes like cerebral palsy, which also lead to flat feet. And there could be bony fusions, which are known as tarsal coalitions, or there could be extra bones like accessory navicular. All these are other causes which lead to rigid flat feet. So as a parent, when would you like to consult a pediatrician or a pediatric orthosurgeon for the flat feet in your kid? So if your child is having pain in the feet, if the child is developing some deformity in the feet and you see abnormal bony bulges over the feet, or if your child complains of pain after running, he's having difficulty in running, difficulty in hopping or jumping, or not able to cycle completely, these could be some of the concerns. Also, if the child is walking with the feet turned outward, and if it's particularly just one feet, then also it's a concern. And apart from this, if any deformity or pain which is progressing, certainly needs to be consulted with the pediatrician or the pediatric orthosurgeon. So what tests are actually needed for kids with flexible flat feet? So x-rays are actually not recommended for kids with flexible flat feet. However, we could need some x-rays in special conditions like accessory navicular, where we need to see this extra bones in the feet. Apart from this, MRI or CT scans are again only recommended in special conditions like tarsal coalitions, where the bones in the feet are fused and they give rise to rigid flat feet. And gait analysis or walking analysis or pressure analysis of feet or pedobarographs, these are only required when a surgical intervention is planned. So what are the treatment options for flat feet? So based on the type of the flat feet or severity of the flat feet or the deformity, treatment could be further advised, and there are various treatment options at different age groups. And that's why it's important that once you start seeing the red flags or the signs which I mentioned earlier, to just get checked with the doctor. So for simple basic flat feet, which is a flexible flat feet, what is required is a very comfortable footwear. So what do you actually mean by a comfortable footwear? So a comfortable footwear is the one which is a well-fitting shoe. It is not very broad or it is not very tight. It should not have heels, and it should have a very soft cushioned sole, and there can be an inbuilt arch if it's available in the market, or sometimes parents do insist on having a customized inbuilt arch for the shoes, which can be interchanged in different shoes. So these shoes actually do not create a new arch. In fact, these just help in avoiding the progression of the deformity and the feet being turned outward. So apart from this, for the severe or the rigid or the pathological types of flat feet, various surgical recommendations are there, and they are out of scope of this information video, and certainly you need to consult the pediatric ortho for those options. So that's all about the flat feet in children, and hope this video was helpful. Thank you.